All right, so it's 1st of June 2017. We're gonna get some beans and corn in here. It's about 3/4 of an acre that I'm gonna work on right here. And I was in here about a month ago and sprayed. And a few days after that, I had some tall bean stubble. So about 1/3 to a half of this has been previously disked to get the organic matter back in the ground. But I've got some areas over here that I haven't been able to get into because it's wet, but we're going to get this all disked up. When I first started doing this 20-some years ago, I tried planting non-Roundup soybeans and non-Roundup corn, and I had some pretty weedy fields. No matter how hard I tried, you know. Let's see if I can. Now this one is a green inoculant. Yeah, and these are standard ag beans that come from my local ag elevator, not 20 miles away. So these beans are, the maturity rate is made for planting at this time of the year, so that the leaves will yellow and completely turn brown in that mid-September, 1st of October. My goal is not to have green beans in October like a lot of people want. And this is not a forage bean like the Eagle Seed brands and stuff spend a lot more time producing forage. And we really have a short window. I mean, mid-September is our frost date anyways. So if you plant the 1st of June and you can make it to mid-September to the end of September without a frost, consider yourself lucky. And then that allows me, by the beans going ahead and yellowing and letting the sun come in, now I can come back in, overseed with the cool season annuals. Sunlight can get to them because now the beans are starting to yellow. I can get the germination that I want and get that beautiful green 6 to 8 inch undergrowth under those beans that are going to be 25 to 40 inches tall depending on where they're located and the fertility of the soil. And now I've got that extended field of food that took very little effort, just 2 different plantings. So for me, the ag beans answer everything I need. And you know, if I was to grow forage beans that got this high, the canopy would be so thick, none of my cool season annuals would germinate and do very well. And if they would, I'd only have just a little bit of green. Well, I want to produce bulbs and get the rye growing and get the crimson clover to get, 6 to 8 inches tall. I want to produce tonnage of green. And by doing that, then when I do get the bean pods, and I get a lot of bean pods, you've seen it here, the deer stay off of those pods, work on the green cool season annuals and save the pods for cold weather. So then come late November and all through December, when it's starting to turn winter here, I got deer now coming into these fields full of pods. And it's the dinner bell, along with all the other cool season annuals and the purple top turnips and groundhog radishes and things like that I mix in certain areas. But that's pretty much my philosophy. I've done it enough years to know it works. I've tried other things. This works the best for me.
You're planting later than your neighbors too, right?
Yeah. Yep, my neighbors have all got their beans in a couple of weeks ago. Before all the, this last round of rain, everybody got their corn and beans in around here. So I always wait for that to happen too. Because once those beans are an inch or two tall, the deer are over on those fields and they're leaving mine alone. So, yeah, it's